Hi, my name is Andrew Baxter. I chose to do case study 7.9, Palmer vs. Merluzzi. The plaintiff in this case is Dan Palmer, defendants Peter Merluzzi. Um, Dan Palmer was a senior at Hunterdon Center High School and a starting wide receiver on the football team. He was going into his senior year and was looking to play college football. He was also enrolled in a um, careers in broadcasting and technology class. This course required students to run the school radio station, which is um, which is on campus. Um, and in the evening, one night when he was fulfilling that course requirement, he was on school premises unsupervised. Okay, so remember it's a course requirement. The next morning, beer stains and a marijuana pipe were discovered in the radio station. Later that day, Palmer, Dr. Grimm, and Mr. Buckley, who was the football coach, met in the office, and Palmer was questioned about the discovery and was given the opportunity to give his side of the story. He admitted that evening before he had smoked marijuana and consumed beer at the radio station. Palmer was originally suspended for 10 days, as noted in a letter sent home to his parents. However, after that, Merluzzi, the superintendent, had questioned the appropriateness and looked for additional suspensions. He had called two drug counseling agencies. These agencies suggested a 60-day as an average time frame for rehabilitation. On an October 13 board meeting, Mr. Palmer, Dan Palmer's father, had attended this meeting under suspicion that his son was going to face an additional suspension, at which Merluzzi had confirmed that yes, he would face an additional suspension, and he was given the 60-day suspension. Mr. Palmer made it clear that um, he would look into this suspension and repeal this suspension. Palmer appealed to the New Jersey State Commissioner of Education for a review of actions. Judge Bruce R. Campbell ruled that the 10-day suspension was consistent with the announced policy. However, he concluded that Palmer had been denied procedural due process with the 60-day suspension. He wasn't given enough notice. On the appeal, he appealed again. It was found that the decision to increase the penalty imposed rises to the level of requiring that the board provide to him an additional due process proceeding. Palmer was not aware that his role on the football team was in jeopardy, or so that happened at that time. Later on, the proceeding was implicated. Okay, Goss versus Lopez was the case referenced to here, in which the Supreme Court concluded that the due process was required when a student faced a 10-day scholastic suspension. Palmer's activities had never been disputed. Um, in the thing is, he admitted to it on the spot. He admitted to it, and there was no question that he was involved in the use of drugs and alcohol on campus. The student handbook acknowledges this issue, in which, in order to participate in athletics, you must have good citizenship and abide by all school rules. Okay, and that does not include obviously using drugs and alcohol on campus. From that information given, clearly stated in the student handbook, it was concluded that the court found the notice and the hearing that Palmer was given at the beginning of the case was sufficient. He should have known the implications of being a good citizen representing your school uh, and being able to do all that while participating in athletics. The knowledge of the charges should have been obvious from the initial proceeding documents, the court ruled. The court found that the student should have known what was at risk. And that concludes Palmer versus Merluzzi. I chose this case because I thought it was a very interesting case to talk about. It caught my eye. Thank you.